Wamalwa has got no moral authority to lecture the Ken farmers now on what should be done because he slept on duty. He slumbered. Yes. Alingorota kwa kazi. Miaka 18. 18 good years. Yes. Akiwa waziri ya
Let me ask another question. To be precise, you've mentioned about the hypocrites who are against the leasing.
Correct.
So maybe you have the hypocrites in your mind. Maybe you can mention them.
One hypocrite number one.
Yes.
Is Eugene Wamalwa. This man Eugene Wamalwa has been in government for the last 18 years. Yes. He has been in charge of senior and powerful ministries. He never used that position as minister for devolution, for instance, to sort out the problem of Nzoia.
Yes.
Why was he not crying out loudly at that time when he was minister and sympathizing for the Ken farmers of Bungoma, when he was in that prime position? Why didn't he use his position to sort out the problem of Nzoia once and for all? The only reason why the people of Bungoma plant cane is because they are planting cane as their cash crop. They plant it hoping that after 18 months the cane could have matured. They will sell the cane. They will get the money to sort out their health problems. Those who are sick pay their hospital bills. Yes. Those who have children in institutions of higher learning pay their school fees in those institutions of higher learning. And those that want to do some investment, they can do some investment. That is the reason why the farmers of Nzoia, of Bungoma, decided not to plant any other cash crop, but plant sugarcane. Yes. Therefore, anybody who purports to have the interest of the people of Bungoma, anybody who purports to have the interest of the cane farmers of our country, must not just say we should not do ABCD, but that person must propose what is it that should be done to ensure that Nzoia Sugar Factory goes back to profitability. And most importantly, Eugene Wamalwa has got no moral authority to lecture the Ken farmers now on what should be done because he slept on duty. He slumbered. Yes. Alingorota kwa kazi. Miaka 18. 18 good years. Yes. Akiwa waziri ya Justice and Constitutional Affairs kwa serikali ya Mwai Kibaki, when the economy of Kenya was doing very well. Yes. At that time. Akaendelea transition kwa serikali ya Uhuru Kenyatta. He has held very palatial and powerful positions. Amekuwa waziri wa water and irrigation. Akakuwa waziri ya maji. Yes. Akakuwa waziri ya devolution. Akakuwa waziri wa defense, kusimamia majeshi yote ya Kenya. Eugene Wamalwa has visited Nzoia Sugar 5 times akiwa waziri in those 18 years. What? Now, Eugene Wamalwa has gone to Nzoia Sugar with all the ministers of agriculture. Ameenda Nzoia na Peter Munya, ameenda Nzoia na Adan Mohamed, minister wa trade. Yes. Ameenda Nzoia na Willibet, ameenda Nzoia na Fred Matiang'i. Yes. akiwa waziri ya Interior and Coordination of National Government. Ameenda waziri Nzoia na waziri Masharia. So for 18 years that the farmers of Bungoma entrusted their vision, their plans, and their future in the hands of Eugene Wamalwa to sort out Nzoia problem. Eugene Wamalwa only used those positions to hoodwink the people of Bungoma, to play politics with the people of Bungoma. He never did anything. If there is an individual that should be chased away from any table that is discussing a solution for cane farmers in our countries, more specifically, the cane farmers from Bungoma, around Zoia Belt,
Yes.
around Mumias. If there is an individual that should not be given any slightest opportunity
Yes.
to participate in such discussion, is Eugene Ludovic Wamalwa.
So
Because he never used his position by then, when he had powers, to provide a solution for the people of Bungoma, around Zoia and Mumias. But he only used his position to benefit himself, to enrich himself, to eat well, grow his hips, and other things which I cannot be able to mention. That is the only thing that Eugene Wamalwa did. Because today, we live in a country where the sovereignty of the Kenya as a country is with the people.
Yes.
The centrality of our constitution is the people. The constitution begins by saying we, the people of Kenya.
Yes.
Meaning that the people of Kenya are supreme, and we must be accountable to the people of Kenya.
Yeah.
Today, if Eugene Wamalwa appears before cane farmers of Nzoia, because he has been holding those positions in government in trust on behalf of the people of Kenya. So today, if he was to appear before the cane farmers of Nzoia, Mumias,
Yes.
to account on how he used his position to their benefit, nothing will be outstanding. Because there is no record that can continue to outstand. The only outstanding thing would be his hips, nothing else. Me, I don't like sugarcoating things and calling a spade a spade. We are, at times, we plunge our country in problems by trying to appear nice, by trying to look nice. If somebody never used his position to sort out a problem that existed from 2013 to date, why would you listen to such a person? It's a waste of time. In fact, that person should, if I would never participate in a discussion to revive Nzoia with a group of people that will include Eugene Wamalwa. It is like presiding over a sermon to take people to heaven, while the devil is part of that sermon. You just be sure that even your prayers cannot travel even 5 miles above to heaven.
So, Mheshimiwa, I have another question that is on now about our current governor, Honorable Kenneth Lusaka. Recently, the Sirisia MP, John Oluke, claimed that Governor Lusaka is spending 35 million monthly on garbage collection, yet our markets in Bungoma are dirty. What can you talk about that? I
think I don't want to talk about the person who I am planning that he will hand over the mantle to me. I think I am completely conflicted.
Yes.
That question.
The MP John Oluke.
I think those questions can be directed to Waluke, to himself to answer. I think one of the resolutions that I have decided, I am rebranding myself.
Coming out as a new person.
I'm coming up as a new person, and I write the books that many young people read.
Okay.
Number one, if you look at the history of Western Kenya, apart from Musalia Mudavadi, who was picked from some office to go and take over the seat that was held by his father, by then, you will agree with me that I Didmus Barasa.
Yes.
I was the first youngest member of parliament elected by the people from Western Kenya.
Wow, that's a congratulations.
In 2017, I was elected at the age of 28.
Wow.
And since independence,
Yes.
apart from Musalia Mudavadi, the people of Western Kenya have been electing people who have retired from public service. Maybe the average age of members of parliament could have been maybe around 42, 43, thereabout.
Yes.
But I rewrote history. I am the one who made the people of Western Kenya proud of young leadership. And I think if you meet Peter Salasia, if you meet Freddie Kana,
Yes.
if you meet Innocent Mugabe, right? You should tell them that I am the one who made a way for them. The respect they enjoy when they move around Western Kenya
Yes.
is because of myself. If I did not manage my CDF well between 2017 to 2022, in terms of communicating to the people of Western Kenya,
Yes.
that age has got no correlation with the ability to conceptualize
Yes.
the problems that the people go through, and coming up with a development blueprint that will solve those problems. That it doesn't matter the amount of money that you receive as CDF. What matters is the meticulous planning, understanding of the priority. That is why we're able to replace all the 18 mud wall primary schools in the community constituency in 2 years with modern historic buildings. We have revolutionized the educational infrastructure in the community constituency, and we are determined to take it to the next frontier by December this year. That action is what made the people of Mumias East to begin appreciating young leadership, to begin appreciating that how young an individual is has got no correlation. That development is not just a preserve of these very old fellas who have retired from civil service saying we have too much money, we have anything else. And I think by so doing, I'm also writing a new political chapter about running a campaign based on objectivity, based on the premise to solve a public problem as opposed to pulling other people down. Somebody can say that I'm trying to pull Eugene down. I'm not pulling Eugene down. Eugene Wamalwa is not a minister. Eugene Wamalwa doesn't hold any position that you can say I'm pulling him down. And I'm just saying things which I will never do again. And let me tell you also, the same way I made the Western voters to respect and listen to young leaders, to young political aspirants, it's the same way that I can say leaders from our voters from our region seem to be disillusioned. They seem not to be excited by a mention of the names of many leaders from their area, because they feel they are on their own. They are not being assisted because of the people who held palatial positions, but they don't use them to improve the life of the people of Western Kenya. And one man that features in terms of being a very bad model, not a role model, but a very bad model, is Eugene Wamalwa. You know, even going to heaven, when you are a bishop or a pastor, you will be put to task to explain how many demons you cast from people, how many healing sermons and deliverance sermons you conducted using that position. That is what will determine whether you sit on the right hand side of God or left hand side of the Lord. So we are simply saying that any slightest opportunity that you get as a leader, you must make the people that elected you proud. Don't make them regret why they elected you.
Okay.
You know, and you have had, and you see, I have had some people say that the way we are seeing is like Didmus Barasa is likely to be the governor of Bungoma, and they have been wondering about that maybe the people of Bungoma are not good people, they are bad. Why will they elect an individual that some say they saw me on TV, sijui slapping, sijui an individual. Some even begin to say, sijui nisafirisha mtu sijui mbinguni sijui wapi. You know,
What can you say about that?
you know, those stories about sijui nisafirisha mtu, those things went before a competent court.
Yes.
They were thrown out. They were thrown out. Yeah. The issues of mislapping who, it has no correlation with my ability to put into perspective public problems and coming up with proper policies and the development to solve those public problems as if they never existed. There is no correlation. No, there is no correlation. I am not seeking for a position to take people to heaven. You know?
Yes.
You know? So the people of Bungoma are alive to the fact that the only thing that need to be put into consideration when you are evaluating the suitability of an individual being a governor is, does this person have a history of plundering public resources? Does this person have a history of abuse of office?
Yes.
Where you use your office to, in a manner that is completely an abuse. You use your office only to benefit people from a particular region, particular class. You use your office to as an avenue for members of your family to come and do business with you. And I think if that is going to be a guiding principle, then I am the most suitable candidate to be governor of Bungoma. Because my main competitor, who's Wycliffe Wagamati, our former governor for Bungoma, in the last 2 weeks, you saw him, he was marched to the regional offices for ESCC to record a statement on the plundering of public resources that was supposed to improve the life of the people of Bungoma. He was also accused of is being investigated for abuse of office. He used his offices to allow his brothers, including his father, to be the major trading partners with the county where he presided over as governor. You know, you saw a letter from Asset Recovery listing very many companies associated with him under investigation. You know, and he has been moving around saying that I am not suitable. I have never appeared before any investigating agency. I have never appeared before court on matters to do with the plunder of public resources, abuse of office, or economic crimes. You get the point? So the people of Bungoma are providing footage that I think the rest of Kenya should learn from.
So, Mheshimiwa, I wanted to ask